I don't think my voice thing was working there just a minute ago. So, hey, welcome. This is Kevin, also known as AWOL. And hang in there. Let me put some music on, and we can do this thing. So, my wife is out for the evening. I'm stuck over here. I can't tell if there was audio before the thing started or what was going on. But yeah, weird, right? I think we're even slightly ahead of the whole time thing. But yeah. Oh, hey, Charity. Hello. But yeah, so I'm on my own, and I'm having to watch the cameras because my father-in-law is having a bad night. I think what happened is we've been assembling a Christmas tree, and it's some things in the house, the furniture had to get moved, things like that. And my father-in-law with his Alzheimer's, I don't know what he's constructed in his mind as to what's happening and what's going on, but whatever it is, he's not happy about it, and he can't tell you what it is he's upset about. But there's, change is not good for somebody with Alzheimer's, apparently. So yeah, I'm kind of on my own. I almost wanted to not do this tonight, but he's finally laid down, and I think we're okay. Which means, of course, I am already lubricating the machine here to try to calm down a little bit, because it has been that much of a day already. So yeah, I hope everybody else is good. I'm sorry if I'm a little bit out there crazy today. It has been a lot, to say the least. So yeah, like I said, I hope everybody else is doing good. I have been working on okay, so you can see by how far this is, right? Like, I should by right have more accomplished, right? I've been working on another project, and I don't know. I'm more of a bah humbug kind of person than a whole yay it's Christmas. But take a look at this. I wanted to share with you guys a little something. This is fun. This one? Yeah. So this is the picture that was going around on Facebook, and I thought, well, gee, that seems cool. So this is the destroyed kitchen, or part of the destroyed kitchen. And oh shit, something's wrong with the audio. Hang on, what is wrong with the audio? I don't know how to fix. Yeah, that's me working on it, and there it is done. There's an echo. Why is there an echo? I see. I wish the wife was here. She's good at that. So this is what I built. Anyways, I built a tree-like thing. I don't know. I think it's kind of neat. Why would there be an echo? Let me know if it gets better or worse. I can't. My speakers aren't loud enough for it to cause something. See, this is why usually I have a co-pilot. My wife helps me with this stuff. Is there still an echo? Okay, let's see if I do this. Is there an echo now? There's only should be one mic. Okay, how about now? It's still there. God. I honestly have no idea how that's physically possible. Is it better now? Okay. Wow. Okay, yay. I don't know what I did. I have no idea. So anyways, yeah, I built that corner tree thing this week, which I think for somebody who's normal, you would be able to just like go and do a thing and then come back to your string and stuff. But for me, I was painstakingly analyzing every possible detail and every possible outcome and overthought everything, and it probably it added to way too much stress. And by the way, I have a big huge blister right here from building it, and yeah, that's a little messed up, a little sad, but whatever. Well, my Patreon people saw it. If you watched the video, I think it was from Thursday, I didn't have the bandage on, and yeah, it's huge and it's painful, and again, I had to overthink everything. I made it so that way, come January, I can take screws out and the whole thing collapses and folds away. So yeah, kind of crazy. Can you guys still hear the music? Out of curiosity? I've got like a kind of jazzy beat thing going on. It should be faint or faint-ish. Oh, and can somebody check to see whether or not the Magic 8 Ball is working? How is that physically possible? Okay, let's go without the music and see if that is the culprit. The Bat Cave. Okay, so Magic 8 Ball is working good. Hey, hello Amanda. I have noticed that you have been actually nodding at an alarming rate. If all of those things are fresh that you're posting over there on Instagram, then holy crap, you're like a machine. So, hopefully that the sound thing is fixed. I'm gonna have to work on figuring out why that is a thing. Kind of tempted that if you guys can't listen to the music, then I should listen to something more fun. All I need then is my mic to pick up some of that stuff and then get, you know, flagged for copyright stuff. So yeah, Mandy is out. She had like a media dinner kind of thing to go to. So yeah, I am here with just the helper looking after Dad. So yeah, it's been kind of crazy. He decided he wanted to go start poking at a bunch of things that aren't his, start kicking boxes and stuff. Yeah, it's so weird. I have literally been like not using the software all week long because my vlogs that go out for the Patreon has been actually been used done on a different device. So I literally have not been using this. So all the settings are the same as they were last week. So yeah, that's I have no idea what's going on with the sound. Yeah, I'm sure she gets to go and have a lot of fun. There, it's probably like a Christmassy dinner kind of thing. Although shortly she'll be going out for the Chinese New Year's dinners. They'll start doing that stuff here soon because that begins in like January. Like over here is so different from America. Over here, um, January 1st is the absolute end of Christmas. Like that's it. No more Christmas music, nothing. It's all Chinese New Year's. And Chinese New Year's is one of those things where it's a lunar holiday. So that means it can jump on the calendar like all over the place. So it can be kind of somewhere into February. It's the only other holiday besides Christmas that like takes up more than just 1 month. And yeah, the restaurants and hotels and stuff want to get media people in there to try their stuff and to write about it because it's a huge thing. I mean, it literally dwarfs Christmas over here, which is amazing to me. Yeah, don't hurt your eyes over knots. Get good lighting. This the light right here, this one is it's an LED bulb, so it doesn't actually get hot, but it's an equivalent of like a 120 watt bulb or 180 watt bulb, something like that. It's super bright. But yeah, you definitely need it. Total number of hours. You know what? I know that I should know this kind of thing. I know that like how much time should be. I can't even tell you. You would have to actually go into Instagram and go find the corner, right? There's an image of just the corner. That was the day I started it. And that'll tell you like when I actually got it going. Beyond that, honestly, I don't I don't keep track of that kind of thing, mostly because I think it would be discouraging. For me, I try to reward myself with, hey, I finished a little area and hooray for that, as opposed to thinking like how long does the whole thing take? Because if you concentrate on that part of it, a project like this will definitely fail. Like it would be bad. Yeah. Well, that's why having like a clipboard that's portable and stuff to take it outside in the sunlight, get a little bit of the the good, lighting periodically is definitely a good thing. Actually, for me, I've noticed something. Does anybody else here wear glasses? I ask because I have reading glasses, which can help with this kind of stuff. But something new has come up where when I take the glasses off, it takes me a little while to get to where I can focus. Like I can see this pretty good right now without my glasses. If I put my glasses on, I can see it great. But then if I take my glasses off, it takes me 30 seconds, a minute, something to get to where I have this focus again. Um, which it didn't used to do that. So I'm wondering, is this the sign that I need better glasses or a different script, or I have no idea what that even. It kind of freaks me out a little bit though. Oh, interesting, fun thing too. This week, um, a bunch of pillows came in the mail. They were, uh, I guess, a August 12th. Wow. It has been a while. Yeah. So my wife ordered uh pillows. And glasses. Totally empathize with you because eyes are tired, I think. Yeah, I kind of feel like the ocean current. I feel like maybe you're right that reading glasses are helps to weaken them. But I tell you what, man, I can't see the little print on anything anymore. I seriously cannot. Like things on my phone have become troublesome. Like for real. Like I don't know what and they say it's because you get older or whatever, which that sucks. Yeah, see, I don't know. But okay. Oh, but I was saying, so pillows came in the mail. Like not pretty pillows, not, something you can just go throw on the couch. No, pillows for me to actually make pillows, and these things are the fillings for it. So, like, no pressure to hurry up and do this and then get onto the pillow designs, because now there's a bunch of pillows sitting around waiting for me to make a thing. So that's you're wearing glasses all the time, but they give me right. Uh, somewhere I have these other glasses with anybody ever tried the ones with the little pinholes through it? Like it's almost all dark plastic with pinholes, so that way you're supposed to strengthen your eyes by trying to like peek through the little holes. I've been meaning to pull them out and try them out and see if those actually do help or not. I don't know. Anyways, to you guys' health. Wow. Oh, that's smooth. Okay. Yeah, it looks like my father-in-law has finally calmed down and is going to sleep. He was absolutely just, I don't know what was wrong. He had to go check to make sure the front door was locked. He had to go, he like all kinds of things that he normally doesn't do. And yeah, energy, actually kind of the opposite of energy drink, I think. Oh yeah, yeah. I hope so too. Tomorrow is our Patreon hangout, which is a lot of fun. I keep forgetting about that. Oh, I will probably, for the Patreon hangout, be able to actually have pictures of that tree all finished, because we're really close to working that out. So that should be a lot of fun. I'm really kind of excited about that. So yeah. Do, 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 do. Yeah, I worry about my glasses, like honestly, because there are times where absolutely positively, like if I have to take them with me if I'm in a store. Let's say I need to buy whatever. Mostly it's like medicines and stuff like that. Like, you want to buy Panadol or you want to buy whatever. The text on the labels, I can't see it anymore. I for the life of me, I can hold it at a huge distance. I can do anything I want, and there's 100% not able to. So I have to use my glasses. So I kind of, there are times where I'm 100% dependent on it. But like dragging them out into public and stuff, I worry about like, you know, the health of these things. I mean, they cost like $100 or whatever. So I don't want anything to happen to them. Um, I don't know. It just really bugs me. I hate the idea of having to have something like that. Yeah, and yeah, and then you have to end up you wear them for a while, and then you have to get stronger ones and whatever, right? I mean, that's just. I think part of my problem is I spend so much time indoors. If I had more sunlight, I might have better eyes because I've heard that that's a thing too. Mind you, I did get out today. We went, and I don't know how everybody else manages, like honestly. We went, it took like 20 minutes to get to the hardware store just to buy staples for one of those, the big staple guns, the kind that really pops them into the wood or whatever. Um, but like, it just takes so much time to do something so simple. I mean, it's just a stupid staple gun, right? Just mind blowing. But I mean, it got me out of the house. It got me on a bike ride, whatever. It would have taken longer, honestly, if I had waited for a bus. So, yay for having a bicycle and the strength and all that stuff. But still, like, I don't know. Yeah, amen to that. Especially here, right, Amanda? I like the heat and humidity here. Oh my God. I think I would die. I hate wearing a mask just because of having something around my ear. I think if I had to wear glasses all the time, I think I would absolutely go mad. Like, do people get calluses up here? How does that even? Oh man, the heat and the sweat and the no, no, thank you. I would not do well with that at all. My mom used to wear glasses. She used to have some that would make your eyes just instantaneously water if you put them on. Like they were ridiculous strength. Mind you, I started my day off with coffee, and then Mandy had to order dinner for us, so she treated us to Burger King, which for some reason came with four Coca-Colas, which two of them I drank. Between the coffee and that, I am like, I could probably thread a sewing machine while it was running. Like, so yeah, the other drinks just kind of edge that down just a bit. Well, okay, so Amanda, they're 100% probably right about that because I can't think of a place on this island I can't get to via public transport. Mind you, some not everything has a direct whatever. Like if I wanted to go out to where the hardware store is, I would have to take a bus from the house over to the interchange and then switch to a different bus that is heading out into that direction. Which by right, that's not too bad. But then you have to wait. Like if you get there, yes, I am. And there it is. There it is. We have a winner. Thank you very much. I was wondering if anybody would pick up on the whole talking about coffee thing. There you have it. You won the bracelet. So you get, let's pull this thing out here. This is so cool. This bracelet is yours. Yes, that was the word. That was the caffeinated, as in highly caffeinated, was one of my videos that I had done that basically led to this whole project. So once again, I was trying to use a word that came from my own, this little part of the universe that is mine. And yeah, the coffee inspired was the first one, and then highly caffeinated was the second one. So yeah, very cool. All right. Well done. Well done. That's awesome. Yeah, I was trying to lead it into like where somebody might talk about my caffeine habits or whatever. That was kind of funny. You actually picked up on it. That's excellent. So yeah, so this bracelet that I made is it's got this fluorescent floss in it, which is really really fun. It really pops if you have the ultraviolet light. It really, even just in sunlight and stuff, you can just, your eyes just notice that there's something really different about it. So that's fun. Congratulations. That's awesome. I was, I don't know if you could tell, but when I saw the word super caffeinated, I was looking like, because if you remember the first one, um, there was a spelling error which made it so that way nobody was getting spelling Rapunzel right. And so I have no idea if you spelled caffeinated correctly or not because I can't spell to save my life. And so I'm like, is it going to do it? Is it going to do it? It did the thing. So that's awesome. That's so cool. But yes, I am highly caffeinated. I am, um, it's kind of a good thing, I suppose. What is, I don't know what the long word is. Wow, 350? Wow. I don't know what the long word is. I have no idea what that means. I can't even begin to try to pronounce it either. A stigmatism? I don't know what that is. And you're in the Philippines too. Is it expensive to get glasses there? I'm gonna guess that that's a yes, because our helper talks about like how expensive it is to have do just about anything. Yes, Amanda, I'm glad the bot worked as well. Well, it works better because I hit my partner there, Mandy, made sure that I had everything the way it was supposed to be. So that's, yeah, that was helpful. Oh, that's so weird. My watch just told me that I hit my daily goal for steps. It thinks that my knots are steps. That's kind of cool. In a weird sort of cheating kind of way. I mean, right? I was thinking that, but I don't understand. Yeah, I know eyes are supposed to be what, 20/20, right? So 350, that's sounds like it's way off, but I don't know what it means. Like, does it mean you see things better that are a long, long way? Or I have no idea what that even means. Yeah. It'd be neat if I wasn't actually doing any walking during the day and then I could actually use the step counter to tell me how many knots I tied. That'd be neat. Yeah, well, Amanda, you've been an absolute just a beast of knotting here lately. I have seen the amount of posts that you're putting out. I'm like, let me just get to the end of this. Like this is you can see, right? This is the edge over here. So there isn't much to do. But like I said, my other project of making the shelf tree thing, that was um that really took a whole lot of extra time and whatever trying to they can't like my brain wouldn't stop. So the neat thing, okay, so I don't know if you guys do know anything about wood, but um so normally with wood you put in a wood screw, which those are the ones that come to a really sharp point at the end and they just go straight into the wood. But I didn't want to do that because I knew I wanted to take it apart later. So I got these things. So if you know what like a nut and bolt are, right? Those are metal, and then the screw has got a flat end on it, and it just goes in and back out, no problem, because they're both metal. So what I got was it's like a nut that has threads on the outside. So you drill a little hole into the wood and you screw this nut into the wood, and then you have like a regular bolt that can kind of come in and out freely, and that's what holds that whole tree together. So essentially I built it in a way that means that in January I just take the screws out and the little L brackets, throw them all into a bag, and it's done. Like that. Yeah. Yeah. Well, this one's definitely like when it comes to the projects or whatever, this one is definitely like just out of control huge. I I sometimes kind of look at it and I kind of wonder if I kind of knew going in like how long it was going to take, would I still want to start something like this big? And part of me says yeah, because I really do like the notion that eventually I'm going to have something that I can be super proud of. But part of me is like, man, I could have gone a whole lot easier on myself if I just picked an easier project, just something that's like all these little squares, they're all so different. They're all such a pain in the rear. But I don't want to discourage you guys. Like, honestly, get a pattern that you like and do something that you can be proud of, that you will be proud of, even if it's just a bracelet, you know? Making stuff that you enjoy, things that you can show off or whatever. Like the tin cans I have, like this one, the whole lid is covered in stuff. But like this, right? This thing, I am super proud of that. I mean, it was kind of simple, but it's also kind of awesome, and it's going to be around and something I keep on my desk like all the time. Ooh, I hit the mic. I'm sorry. See, that's kind of scary. I would imagine if I had whatever that is, I would think that you would go see an eye doctor regularly, at least annually or something. I mean, like Ocean was is kind of right, I think, about the whole notion that like if you wear glasses, it doesn't help strengthen your eyes at all. But at the same time, like vision is important, man. Like if you don't take care of your eyes, man, that's to me as a person who needs my eyes to do the thing that I enjoy, which is, nodding and stuff. The thought of like my eyesight diminishing to that kind of level, that's absolutely terrifying. And just ignore the bot. You saw the word shop and toss that out there. No, don't. Oh, yeah, it does sound bad. I think I think we're all gonna agree that you need to go get your eyes checked and at least see if they can help. Oh, that's terrible. I thought the thing here, maybe that's what it is. I thought the thing here was about the sunlight thing. I thought it had a different name. I don't know what they called it, but I saw a video where Singapore was leading the research in why there was so many kids having to wear glasses, and it came down to um spending more time. We spend more time indoors because obviously it's too hot and humid to be outside, and let's face it, parents here are like seriously all about having you hit the books as opposed to being out on the playground. So because kids aren't spending a couple hours outdoors, that it was causing kids to have to wear glasses. But I don't remember what the word was they used for it. See, I wish my wife was here. I have watched a lot of these things with her, so she'd have been able to help with that. And apparently, she's not on the way home or whatever, because I would imagine if she were, she'd be like watching this and chatting with us. Well, yeah, that's the word. That's the word. I remember that from the video. Yes, myopia. And that they it took them a whole boatload of research to figure out what the cause was, and it turned out that that was from not getting enough sunlight, not spending 2 hours a day out in real light, which honestly, I'm because of the whole COVID thing and the whole masks and everything else, I spend a way more time in here in the office than I do doing anything else. So, I mean, yeah, I probably need to change that habit. So wait, is myopia like the other thing? I don't know how to say the other one. I'm sorry. I don't have a coach that helps me with the hard words. Something else my wife helps me with around here. It the word looks like stigmatism, but then I don't get what to do with the A unless the A is silent. I've never heard of an A being silent, but that's possible. Yeah. Let's do a quick before we get too far much further. I just do want to thank every all my Patreon supporters. Honestly, we're in a new month and new expenses and new stuff going on, and yeah, I really count on you guys more than you know. So yeah. Okay. So yeah, so myopia is supposedly, from what I watched, the main reason why so many kids um, wear glasses here in Singapore. It is like the number one thing, and they found out that it's actually something that you could actually do to prevent it. So that's sort of from the structure of the eye. Huh. Okay, so wow. They're like, we're lazy and we'll be damned if you're gonna change that. No, I don't know. That's just that's brutal. That's got to be hard too because you were young. That pretty much means you'll never drive a car, you'll never, you know, all kinds of things, I suspect. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Well, no, because depth perception is huge. If you're almost blind in one eye, that's gonna mess with that. Plus, it's cars already have literal blind spots. If you can't see out of one eye, that makes it just that many more angles that you're not seeing to be aware of. So yeah. Wow. See, this is what I love. Like I come into these things with, I got like a little list over here off to the side now. I keep it over here. I have new magnetic boards. You can probably tell by that noise that I got magnet stuff. So yeah. Oh, Patreon people. Um, I am late on the newsletter because Mandy has been absolutely doing a million things for her own work and has not been able to get to it. I will be hopefully working out who's the winner of the bracelet for the month, as well as getting something put together. I apologize. I'm totally behind on that. So, yeah. Armanis canceled Christmas? You can do that? No. Yeah, see, I don't mind. I don't mind that the chats go off on their own tangent. I think it's kind of fun. I think it's kind of I get to learn about something I did not know about eyes in general. So yeah, crazy. So Maris, why is Christmas canceled? Is it being replaced with something even more awesome? That'll do it. That'll do it. I tell you, so I was saying earlier, right? I did the whole I've been building a tree for here and which is so kind of not my style. Um because I am way more bah humbug, right? So the reality is back when I was younger, that's the time of year I would get to see my father, but it was also the time of year because we didn't celebrate Christmas that I used to get beaten up a lot in school. So I have a lot of bad feelings when it comes to Christmas, a lot of bad memories, that kind of stuff. So yeah, it's hard for me to get all happy and holly jolly about the things. And if I had a family that was like apparently being like mean like that, yeah, I done. It's not worth it. Yeah, you're welcome to talk about it if you want to. The conversation's been going all over the place anyways. There's no sense in trying to stop that. That's hang on. I'm just gonna slide over there for a quick second to blow my nose. I'll be right back. I don't want the mic to pick it up so much. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, we're getting to be like a family up in here. So if you want to share what's going on with you, we're we're not I don't think we're all that judgmental either. We all have our faults. I kind of openly talk now about my ADHD and how much I struggle with that. So, you know. Oh, seeing as how we seem to have gotten quiet. I was meant to talk about something last week. I put the image in last week and I forgot about it. Um, so if you're making a bigger project and you need to cut up a bunch of string in advance for the bigger project, you don't have to have anything too fancy. I used it's sort of like a poster board, but it's kind of thicker. Mind you, it could have been poster board, it could be whatever. But it's thicker. It's kind of like got like a inner thing, almost like cardboard. Um, and I used clips, and you can't really tell this, but this is on um a cupboard door, like for our closet, is like thin wood or whatever. So the really big clip is holding the whole thing to the door, and the smaller clips are only clipped onto that plasticky poster board, cardboard stuff. And that you can see I use the clips to actually hold the numbers for the colors. So, um, so this was a bigger project. I'm not sure what I was making at the time. Nice colors though, right? Kind of coffee browns and stuff. So, but yeah, this is something that, any of you guys can use. It's easy, it's relatively cheap. The smaller clips there are probably a dozen of them for $2, and then the big clips are like two for $1 kind of thing. So not terribly expensive or whatever, but something that you guys can maybe use in your, office or wherever whatever you have like for an area for work, your bedroom, whatever it is, you know. But I wanted my whole big thing, inspire. Inspire. Give you guys ideas. Amaris, that's not fun. That's unfortunate. Nobody deserves that, especially from family. Yeah, I have to admit, my family was kind of like that. My sisters could be like that, kind of mean and whatever, and try say real hurtful things. And I'm fairly quick-witted, and my sisters did not like any kind of retaliation on my part because um, where they might make a slightly hurtful joke, I would tend to go for the jugular. I would I would say some pretty awful things, and looking back, I can see like I was probably pretty hurtful myself, but it was knee-jerk reaction to them being bad. So yeah, I think it's it is what it is. I have to live with the fact that, I was not necessarily kind in my younger years. And some people some people think they're being funny when they're just hurtful, and that's unfortunate. And like I said, nobody deserves that. And if it means you set up boundaries and you say that you don't want to have Christmas with family, then good for you. I honestly support the notion of putting yourself first, holidays or not, And if it might be just the kind of thing to wake up your family, make them think, you know, maybe, treat you better. So I think, Charity, I think your eyesight's kind of like my wife's. She has to wear contacts, um, but she can read tiny print. She can see things up close. She can do all kinds of stuff that I can't. Um, I can't see tiny print, but I can see the bus numbers from like forever away. Yeah, I think there's like a weird thing in society. Like if it's your family that's picking on you or whatever, you're supposed to just take it or whatever. I don't believe that. I don't think that family or not, people should not be made to have to go through unnecessary anything, if your family's hurtful, if your family's toxic, get away, Find find your own tribe who inspire you, who help you to, you know, become a better person, to aspire to be better, do better things, to encourage you, in ways that yeah, I have a whole I don't yeah, so I'm long-sighted. Cool. That sounds kind of neat at least. Yeah. Hey, Riley. Good morning. Still plugging along here. Sorry, getting a little quiet over here. It's been a rough day. But so welcome back. I don't know if you end up watching the videos again. I'm dying to show this off again, so I'm going to. So, I guess since Amaris and Riley weren't here, I would probably be a lot further in this. I'd probably be over in here somewhere, if not for the fact that I wanted to play with another project. And this photo here is the inspiration. This is what went around on Facebook. Now this is my destroyed kitchen. I took this photo. The next couple photos Mandy took. That's me with a string making the round edges and then using the jigsaw to cut it up. Um, and that's it in our kitchen still. And then had to move around furniture to get it to fit in this corner. That's where it's going to get set up. And there used to be like a long bench like thing over where those one tables are, and that's all gotten moved, and that's why Dad is upset. Like there's things got shifted, and he wants to know why, and he wants to know where everything is, and it's got him all kinds of upset. But yeah, I made a thing. I am so super psyched about that. I can't wait to get it all lit up and decorated. We got Christmas lights, and we're gonna put some ornaments hanging from it, and it should be really cool when it's all finished. I'm really stoked. So yeah, my objective is to get it done tomorrow, so I can have like either a small video or at least good photographs to share with the Patreon group, because tomorrow is the first Sunday of the month, which is Patreon Hangout Day, which is kind of fun. I like that one. We hang out. We do basically the same kind of thing that is here, um, except for everybody actually has a voice. You know, you can actually talk and stuff. And thank you. It is fun. Yeah. Well, you know what? Honestly, I think a cat could climb all over this thing and it would be fine. It is way stable. I managed to get the bottom of it really super flat, and then underneath the front of it, there's like this like a board underneath the bottom shelf, and it's screwed in from the top. So yeah, it's way stable. Like I kind of pushed it around, but it's no. I think a cat would be able to go all over it, unlike a regular tree. You know, no, I don't think this thing would come down. Mind you, we have got some clips to put on there from Daiso, and that's going to hold the lights in place. And then I had to go out today to get staples. I was talking about that earlier. I went for a bike ride to the hardware store to get staples, because here there's no like, why is it there's no DIY shops in the malls? And if there is a DIY shop, like the only thing they sell are like extension cords and stuff. It makes no sense. It could be a bookshelf. I don't think that I don't think that well, we have like there's a lot of books over to my left here. Um, but I don't think you can leave books on shelves very well here without like all the stuff. Like my dartboard got moldy, just as an example. Like honestly, I had to clean it down and then put it in the sunlight, which really kind of bummed me out. Like I don't know. And that was I had to do something about it because it's right next to where my exercise bike is, which I don't want molds and stuff when I'm trying to work out. Like that's kind of a bad idea. So yeah. But no, so what I was saying earlier, so wood screws are pointy, they go into the wood, right? I used those only on the hinges. The rest of it is got, um, they're like a bolt with threads on the outside. So you screw those into the woods and then you can just put these other screws into it. So it comes apart easy and then you fold it and put it into the closet. It'll take up almost no, it's like it flat packs. It's, it's better than IKEA because it's made to come apart. No, it's not rented. It's like a house, but it's more like, kind of more like a condo, I guess is the closest Western version. It's called HDB, which is like, um, I think ours is like a 10 or 12 story building. And it's the walls and stuff are all made out of concrete because here, humidity is a huge thing. You would not ever have like a plaster kind of wall because then your walls would get really shitty quick. Um, it just, some walls get more moisture than others based on the airflow and the time of the year. And where my bike is and stuff just happens to be a wall that doesn't get any sunlight or whatever. And apparently somehow I don't get how the dartboard got like that, but yeah. Right. Public flats. Yeah, except for they're not quite like an apartment. Like you can actually pay it off and then you don't have to keep paying. You only pay for like the garbage removal and that kind of stuff, which in the US that's kind of like more like a condo, where a condo is basically you cost you $100,000 or whatever, but once you paid the $100,000, you just pay for the like the upkeep of the grounds and stuff, which is kind of like HDB, right? Amanda happens to be from Singapore, kind of knows what she's talking about. Yeah, I wouldn't say we have bad circulation. It's just it's not enough. At least not enough in some places. Some places get lots of circulation. Some places, I suspect the air doesn't eddy in this particular corner. It's right in front of my office here. I suspect the air just circulates around and doesn't dry out enough, is all. And then the whatever the dartboard's made out of, mind you, it's not. I don't think it's a bad dartboard, but it came from Decathlon, which means it's probably not like the greatest or whatever. So that's a thing too. I have to ask Amanda if you don't mind. Yeah, 70% humidity all the time, right? How old are you? Because sometimes I think maybe you're just a little kid, and then other times seems like you know a lot. So I'm like really confused. Maybe you're just a smart kid, if you don't mind me asking. But yeah, I did hear the 70% humidity thing on one of the duck boats. They talked about that, like that Singapore's average humidity is 70%, which I don't think most people can even imagine like how absolutely brutal that is. And you can tell it's go anywhere, go to the malls, go wherever. The things here are built um mostly concrete, glass, and stone. Um and the reason that those are the main key ingredients in everything you see um is because they are not going to be killed by the moisture. Like in America, right? We have drywall is super common. You know, most apartments have drywall. Um, but you would never ever use drywall here. It's like a sponge. And yeah, it would be super, super bad. Okay, young lady, don't reveal your age. But not a kid. That's cool. That's good to know. Yeah, actually, so do I. I because I did not grow up here, there's so many things that are like super interesting to me about the areas and stuff. So yeah. Wow. Finding $105 is that's sweet. I don't know. I think I think that when you get find something like that, it's just like giving yourself a gift. You know, if you have the money to do whatever you need to do today, and you can surprise yourself with a happy something in the future, sweet. I say that's a win. I wish I wish I had done stuff like that. Getting drunk and forgetting that you put money in something does not count. Yeah, no, absolutely. Getting a little money here or there, hell yeah, that's a win. Yeah, so as I was saying before, I kind of openly admit that I'm ADHD. So as a result, I too would like lose things a lot. So I ended up getting myself a fanny pack, and it has a very specific place where the wallet goes, and it has a very specific place where the change goes. And since I basically developed that, I no longer have a problem of misplacing my money because I'm super religious about it. Well, not religious, but I I keep to a system. Would it be hilarious if there was something in every one of those 10 bags? Like, so so my hope for you now is that um there'll be something in all of them. That's really sweet of you. That's nice. I have to admit, there's a few designer like clutch wallet type things, the manly types. Like Toomey has some, as well as Louis Vuitton has some. Oh man, but that's one of those. Nope. Wow. Then I I know somebody you should not follow then. On Instagram, my wife helps to proofread the posts for Bagaholic Boy, who um, basically reviews and gives a bunch of insight to all the different handbags and stuff. Well done. Thank you. I am really happy to hear that I'm inspiring. That is one of my big goals here is I want to inspire and get people involved in doing stuff. So that's really great. Thank you. Wow. But there is something nice about a good bag. I'm not gonna lie. Something I probably have four, five, six backpacks. So yeah. No, there's something about having a good bag that can do what you want. Crocheting is neat. I wish I could learn to do it. Done if yeah, I can't. My problem with it is I can't get the tension right. I try to make it too tight, and that doesn't work. Maybe one of these days when I settle down from doing big projects, I'll get around to doing it. I have not made any clothing, although if you look at so over on my website, that big thing there that's behind the AKAWOL logo, I have that still. It actually came with me to Singapore. That was going to be for the back of a denim jacket. The idea was that um, that it's sort of, I think they call it a trapezoid. That shape that's on the back of the jacket. That was going to be, um, I was going to cut it out and have that sewn on the inside. Right. I even bought, I'm not sure where they are. I have rings that I bought that looks like a peacock where the head kind of comes around or whatever to let the string hook onto it. Um, but then once I finally got the ring, I couldn't find the hooks. So yeah, go figure. I don't know what Terami balls are, but that sounds neat. Okay, now I totally need to learn how to do that. Um, that website I just put up there, akaawol.com. If you go in there, there's a place for to send me a message. You should totally send me a message with a link to do that because finding it in these chats is super hard. and I don't know that it actually lets you put in URLs, but you can send me an email if you could do that. That would be cool. Oh, right. Can you crochet with this kind of string? Mind you, I have absolutely zero idea what I would make if I learned to crochet. Probably bags, just because, I think they're cool. Oh, speaking of bags, wait, is it this one? Check that out. This is a bag I made. Um, it's 400 strings going around it. Um, and it's huge because I don't know, I just went crazy with the thing. But that is the bag that is when I get 100 people following me on Patreon, that bag is going to be gifted to one of the lucky people. I'm going to put all the names into one of those things that can auto pick a name and let the computer go for it. Yeah, see, if you can make ornaments and stuff out of crocheting, that sounds way cool. Oh, the other thing with crocheting, um, I had a friend make me, and this is crazy, an anapose, which was a little creature from a Doctor Who episode, which was absolutely adorable and slightly creepy at the same time. Right. You do have one. That's yes. That's a good way of putting it. It's a mini version of it. It is. That's perfect. Perfect description. Yeah, making an ornament sounds way cool. I built a tree, like plywood and shelves and stuff. It it got big. Um, I'll have pictures for it next week. So if you come by next week, I can show off. Right. Right. Yeah, because yeah, you can add on to it and stuff. Unlike knitting, you can you can go back and forth, and then if you decide to, you can just go around the outside and right. No, and I have the ability to like design stuff. Like if you go through my website in the portfolio area and you look under Rapunzel, you'll see that I did all kinds of different variants on the bags. Not because, I was asked to or anything. I just wanted to make as many kind of different variations just to experiment, just to try to see what it would be like. And some of them are really cool. Okay, I just got a text from Mandy. She says to wish everybody hello. I guess that means she's on her way home. Okay, Amanda, take care. Um, yeah, definitely get out. And Amanda, I will get this bracelet off into the mail for you. So congratulations once again. Right, Don. Yeah. Hey, nice. Amaris, you did good there. So wait, if you're looking to then buy embroidery floss, you should in AliExpress. It's called the Factory Store. That's where I get my embroidery floss. You could get a ton of string for that. When you get up to a certain point with their string, the string starts to end up being like 10 or 12 cents each, which is not bad. So that's fun. So that means, oh, so next week, oh, that's unfortunate, Cherry. I'm sorry. Glad you came back. That means next week, okay, so secret word game this week was this bracelet. Next week, I'll have a whole new prize set up, and I'll give you a little hint here. It is a collab project where it's going to be sweet. You're going to want to come back next week. You're going to want to participate. There'll be a brand new word chosen. So far the words used were Rapunzel, which is basically a silly name that I give into all my bags because this tradition of wearing them on my head and being silly. And then the second word was caffeinated, which was used in one of the video titles of this what led to this project. It was first there was the coffee inspired and then the highly caffeinated. So if you're trying to keep score on how I do it or what I've used, it has been relative to the channel. I try to not make it too obvious. I don't want to make it like, knots or something silly. I wanted to make it so it lasts, kind of make it fun and stuff. But there'll be a new word next week, new prize, more fun. So yeah. And you can always check out the Instagram. I do post what the prize and stuff will look like over there as well. So that's something. Cool. I can't believe I made a lot of progress here tonight. I'm probably not going to go as late as some of our other videos have gone. Mostly because it's just been a really tough day. So, like, like I said, my father-in-law has been just a bit of a problem. Difficult. Okay, sure. I actually made a video on it. There is an actual, like, not just the live video, but there's an actual video that kind of shows how I started. But there's a picture of my Instagram where you can see how I did the corner. In order to do the okay, so adding the string on there is not different from this. So this uses a string that's straight, and then you half hitch on the strings that you're going to use going around it. Now, mind you, the things that happen because of the half hitch, it doubles up your string. But that's good because on a project like this, I need to add string to it, and having it doubled up makes that whole process a whole lot easier. So I can kind of make a diamond or whatever, but getting that one corner is a little bit tricky. So what I do is I take a string and I loop it to where the edge can come down now, and that one string gets clamped down, and that keeps it so that way as I tie knots to this new edge that's coming in, that keeps it from going anywhere. So you can That picture on Instagram really tells a lot of how I get it clamped. So there's a big long string. You can actually see it here. This black string runs all the way across the entire top and down both of the sides. And I know that everybody likes to say that, you know, I'm basically doing the straight edge technique. But that wasn't what I was trying to do. What I was trying to do was trying to preserve the pattern in the corners or in the sides and stuff. So, mind you, this thing is what, 866 strings. So it's huge. The store name is called the Factory Store. If you just look up embroidery floss, you'll run into a few, and then Factory Store is the one. And yeah, so for me, the big thing about embroidery floss is that it can't have a knot in it. If the factory that's making the floss ties a knot, and because I use my strands in thirds, one break in the string means I lose a third of a skein, right? Which is bad. And honestly, I might find one of those out of 100, right? It's like so far, I have this written down. I have 574 skeins of floss so far cut into this project. And out of that, I may have had 4 times where I had to lose a strand because it was 2 pieces joined together, which statistically is wonderful. Like even DMC has dropped their quality to where it doesn't come out nearly that well. So, kudos to the Factory Store. I definitely love them. You can tell them that I sent you. I don't know that they'll know who I am, but if enough people do it, it'd be neat to be like recognized by them. Although I have to admit, they probably kind of scratched their head. Like the last time I bought string from them, I bought 8 kg, which that had to send a signal like I use some embroidery floss. Like they probably imagine that I'm doing what essentially I suspect most of those stores are doing in uh, Amazon. Most of those places, when people tell me that they're ordering from Amazon, I'm almost certain that they're just getting resold stuff. No, I haven't had any problems. There was no problems with the shipments, no problem with anything. Well, okay, maybe there was this order was shorter, was smaller than the 8 kg. This one was 900 skeins and no problem with the quality. Yeah, it did show up. It did show up, Rainbow. And yeah, no, they've been super helpful. Yeah, so the 447 is cool. What I did with that one is I cut all of the strings into quarters, and then actually I can show you. So this is one of 2 containers, and this is part of my 447. So I cut all of the skeins into quarters and used all but one to make bracelets, which made a lot of bracelets, but left me with 1/4 to go on each one of these. And so each one of these has the number from the tag on it. So when it comes time to picking out a color, I can easily do it. Now, if you take 447, multiply that times 3, and then divide that by how many ever strings you want to do, um, you can figure out like that's a lot of bracelets. It will easily pay for your 447 altogether, and pay for the little bobbins and the cases to do this with. However, I can tell you that there are more greens than there is anything else. And towards the end, like after you pick out all the pretty rainbows and you make all of the other pretty everythings, when you start to get towards the end, the colors are sort of bland and it's not great, because there's no way I'm ever going to order 447 again, because there's just some of the drab greens and the olive greens and the whatever. There's just a lot of green. Um, but hey, I can I use this. If you go, I don't have it. I don't. I wish I had the photos plugged into my thing here. I did a bag with 144 colors, and basically it was in sets of four. It used a pattern similar to this, right? So this was like four colors and four colors, and I did each one a different set going all the way around. So there was 144 colors in it. I did two bags like that, and then with all the string that was left over plus whatever, made this one. So that's why I know that one's like 160 colors, is because it was the 144 plus whatever else I happen to have around. Well, then there you go. The 447 is for you. I like green, I do, but you get whatever. So yeah. Um, yeah, I don't. If I had the bag nearby, there is a bag. Well, okay. If you again, you go to the website AKAAWOL. If you go into the portfolio, actually go into the shop. You can see that one bag. It is amazing. It's got like a spiral base to it. It is there's 144 colors. It is it is top notch. The fact that it hasn't sold absolutely blows my mind. I honestly, it's like, what does a guy have to make to get, a sale? Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that, Charity. That's unfortunate that connections are. I'm gonna try something here. See if I can find. I'm determined to get a link here. Hang on with me. Bear with me for one moment. Not sure if that link works because it's not showing all of it. If somebody can tell me whether or not that works, that would be cool. Hey, Maris. Good morning. Even if it's what, 11:40 here? It's in the evening. Hey, thank you, Riley. Hey, Riley, will you be around for tomorrow's thing? Yeah, thank you, Rainbow. Yeah, so that link that I gave, that is a bag with 144 colors, probably one of the most difficult builds I have ever done. Mostly because, as you can imagine, with 144 colors, you can't just be like, okay, next is I have to add a yellow string. No, you have to have all your colors kept in groups in order to make sure that you're getting the right colors for the change ups. So it is, it was nightmarish. It was intense. Um, Not for the faint of heart. So yeah. And with the current, what is it, 25% off sale? Like, I don't know what 375 USD with 25% off, but I gotta believe that that's like a pretty decent bargain. Not that I'm trying to entice you there, Maris. I know you're trying to get rid of bags. So I'm not. The crazy thing is I know darn well, like the actual designer people, like they don't put nearly the hours that I put in to make something. Granted, their stuff is made out of like long-lasting leather, and that's all kind of cool and dope. But there's something about what I make that I think is definitely worth it. No worries. Oh, that's cute. I just saw somebody post that according to their chocolate advent calendar, there's only 3 more days till Christmas. And isn't it kind of late to be doing an advent calendar with 25? Kind of lost track. Today's the what, fourth? Yeah. I told them that I had a Scotch advent calendar, and according to mine, that I can't see. I think I'm gonna go for a lay down. Right on. No, I'm definitely looking forward to tomorrow. It's I like it because it's like having like a I guess Google was right. It's a hangout. It's I'm hanging out with friends, chatting. It's fun. So for Amaris and Don and anybody else who's still here, what we're talking about is this Patreon. So whether you're a $5 supporter or $100, whatever it is, the first Sunday of the month you get to hang out with me in a Google Hangout. Means you get to talk and show me your projects and ask me your questions and hang out, you know. Um, I think it's like it looks like on the schedule thing it's for like an hour, but we've been doing at least 3 hours. It starts at the same time as these videos and goes on until basically I become exhausted and can't see straight. Mind you, I did my drinking here tonight, so I probably won't be drinking tomorrow. Um, so yeah, it's something fun. If you guys want to join with it, all you gotta do is sign up through Patreon, and then there'll be a link. Well, I don't think I have a link in there yet. Shit. Okay, so that's something I have to do tomorrow, or yeah, tomorrow I'll do that. Get a link in there. I'm not. I don't remember if I've shared one before or not. I know I've made a thing for it. Yeah, I have to get myself together. Normally this goes out in the newsletter. That will probably go out in the email tomorrow. So yeah, check your email tomorrow if you haven't gotten the link or hit me up. Well, that's the other thing too is people who have bought something from me, they get my business card, which is got my WhatsApp on there, so you yeah, can always get the link that way. Okay, Don, thank you. It's been awesome. I don't think I'm gonna be lasting much longer anyways. Like I said, it's been a long day. Slightly stressful. But it's been nice here. I have to admit, like, there My live streams are almost therapy, so that's awesome. I do need to figure out how come today sound is different. I don't understand that one. But yeah, I have to have some things to sort out. Might might use Trust Hangout as a testing ground for that, where I have some other people. Yeah. Amen, Amaris. It's awesome. I really appreciate everybody coming by. It's it's encouraging to know that I'm not just talking to the air, that people are, you know, getting something from this. So it's it's a good feeling. I have to excuse me. My nose is just really congested for some reason. Oh, it's good to see you too, Charity. I'm kind of sorry that you've been having bad connections and stuff. That's unfortunate, but yeah, sweet dreams. No, I'm going to be stopping here probably at least reach the whole midnight thing, so it's been making a full 2 hours. Um, but me, it's just been a long day. It's been I got up this morning and just it's just been nonstop, just crazy. Like I said, the whole Christmas tree thing, I was trying to make sure that I have all the stuff necessary so to get to the next stage. And, had to go digging through a closet to find the staple gun, found it, discovered it didn't have a lot of staples, dug through everywhere trying to find out if we had more to go with it, did not find any. Tried to figure out where it was purchased from to see whether or not I can go to that. Decided the best bet, because it's a pretty heavy duty thing, that the best bet was to go to a hardware store. Okay, mind you, we don't get up early, right? So by the time we get, food and everything else, it's already kind of afternoon, and the place closed at like 3. And so, because it's the weekend, and so I'm like panic mode, get on the bike, and I'm like, we're never gonna make it. We made it, you know. They were kind of closing down around us by the time we were done, but we made it in time, got the staples, um, and then had to go get our own lunch. And then I wanted, I got these new, let's see if I can do this. There's new boards over here. So they needed to have magnets. So then I had to stop at a store to get magnets. Right? It's like a good night, Charity. Um, it's yeah, there's nothing that kills a project faster than suddenly realizing you don't have all the things to do the project, right? It's absolutely killers. So yeah. And I don't know how other people do it. Like, because for me, it's like, what? I don't have it? That's it. I'm done. I'm out. And or there's 50 minutes to get to the store, well, we don't have time. By the time I get ready and everything else, we don't have time. I'm like giving up before it even starts. So yeah, it's sort of tough. Um, but then we made it anyways. Like, the wife is like, no, I knew we had plenty of time. You just get like that. So yeah, I'm lucky that I have a wife that can help guide me through the times where I'm thinking that there's no possible way any of this will work. So yeah. Yep, yep, yep. All right, I need some yellow string. Hang on. Aw, poor Charity. Good night, sweetie. You have good. Get yourself some rest. So Rainbow, did you see the vlog from Thursday where I showed the blister on my hand? It was I was trying to put in a lot of those nut things with an Allen wrench and tightening it down and just whatever. And with the humidity here, oh man, just a bad combinations. And to make it worse, to help keep it from getting infected, we use this stuff called double prun oil. Um, it's got that iodine and some other stuff in there. But man, I tell you what, it is, um, yeah, it almost hurts enough that it feels, yeah, it feels like you almost cauterize it because it hurts so intensely that it almost stops hurting because your brain is like, okay, you get the point. You know that what you did was bad, right? So I'll stop screaming at you, but don't do it again. It's to say super ouchy is like a complete understatement. It is. I'm kind of fortunate that when it comes to the bracelets, I'm way more left-handed than right. So I'm actually able to continue on with my work. But yeah. Ah, yeah, that's not cool. Yeah, this stuff, it burns. Well, some of the smell, it smells like camphor oil. So I suspect that like that's in there as well. So it's like iodine, camphor, and God knows what other things. But yeah, it it will make your wound like just it's just bad. It's I can't even. It's bad. But yeah, double prawn is like an Asian thing, and they joke about the fact that like the kids are tougher because they grew up with stuff like this. Yeah, I can't imagine on my head. I So far the really bad ones was one was on like the side of my foot, and that one was really bad. I took a skid while I was on my skateboard. Ooh, just even thinking about that gives me the EBGBs. And it wasn't it was all moist and whatever and didn't really have a scab. And I put this stuff on it and it burned like hell and instantly made a scab. And ended up healing super, super quick. So, the product does what it's supposed to do, I guess. I can't hate on it too much because it does a thing, but damn, it hurts. All right, it is past midnight, and I'm already starting to make um, boo-boos on this thing, so I think I'm gonna call it a night. Um, Before I go, I need to do the whole Patreon thing, right? Thank you to my Patreon supporters for all the help and support you give me and the encouragement. I will see you guys tomorrow in the video live chat thing. So if you're not already a Patreon supporter, there's one more reason to. And despite my slow whatever, there will be a winner picked for the Patreon person this month. Don't know who. Um, so yeah, work that out when the wife gets here. So thanks to everybody who came out to visit tonight. Thank you to anybody who is watching this sometime in the future. I'll take any kind of support the channel can get. You guys are awesome. So until next time, don't get your strings in a bunch.